We're fairly used to seeing projects fall apart for some of Disney's biggest IPs like Star Wars and Marvel. Well, now that's coming for the world of animation as well, as they continue to have original content that they put on Disney Plus do absolutely nothing, come out and fail, and waste sometimes hundreds of millions of dollars. It looks like another project just got the axe from Disney. Tiana animated Disney Plus series canceled as Disney retreats from long-form streaming originals. And this came out in the Hollywood Reporter yesterday. Tiana Disney Plus series shelved as Walt Disney Animation abandons long-form streaming content. And this is all happening as Disney's finally accepting what we've been seeing for years and years. The original content, the original series that they're putting out for Disney Plus, there's been a handful, quite literally a handful of successful projects on Disney Plus. But other than that, it's been massive, huge failures. And after deciding to scrap Moana, the animated series, and re-edit that, turn it into a movie, release it, and make $1 billion at the box office, it looks like Disney's finally figured out that their failing Disney Plus streaming platform, that no one cares about their original content. First announced in 2020, the Disney Plus show was envisioned as a musical featuring Anika Noni Rose reprising her role as Tiana, Disney's first black princess from Princess and the Frog. And there's a lot of interesting stuff behind the scenes for this show. The entire reason it was announced was because it was 2020, Summer of Love, DEI, inclusivity. We need to push our black princess. That was the entire purpose for this. And in fact, originally, according to reports, they wanted to do a Tiana live-action movie, but that got shit-canned because they felt, you know what, a race-swapped Little Mermaid, that's going to get more attention. That's going to play better with fans. Well, that obviously didn't go very well, did it? And now they put an inexperienced showrunner in charge of this project, which has had a multitude of changes behind the scenes. And after 5 years, they're giving up. They're shelving this project. And the funniest thing of all was that the entire point of this series was the timing was supposed to come out and coincide with the Tiana's Bayou rebrand that they did at Disney World when they tore down Splash Mountain and said, you know what? It has too many racist undertones. We can't have this beloved attraction here anymore. We're going to replace it with Tiana's Bayou, which has been a complete nightmare from beginning to end. There's problems with the ride. You literally have things like falling apart now. The animatronics either aren't working or they're falling apart less than a year after the release of this. And now, the entire reason you launched this ride was to coincide with a Disney Plus streaming show that you've now canceled. So the attraction was based off this future Disney Plus series, but now it's canceled. So this terrible attraction that nobody asked for is based off a series that was so bad it was scrapped. Maybe they'll scrap the ride next. That's probably not likely. But of course, because the pitch for this show was so much about, oh, look, our black princess, we're going to give her her own Disney Plus series that's now been canceled. You also have a handful of fans like this. It's 2025, and still the only black Disney princess is Tiana, and we can't even get actual media of her other than 25 minutes of her as a human in her film. You've got these types of people, the woke groups of people that are fans of Disney that are desperate to see more diversity and inclusion, even if it doesn't make sense for the story or the project, even if the project sucks. That's all they care about. They're upset that Disney has now canceled this. Ultimately, I think the idea that they're kind of abandoning this long-form streaming content, I think that's a smart thing from Disney because it hasn't worked, right? I think they're deciding, hey, all of these animation projects, we really shouldn't have been trying to do this. They try to put blame on Bob Chapek for focusing on Disney Plus, despite the fact that that's been Bob Iger's baby the entire time. And even though they try to make it look like streaming is profitable for them now because they spent $30 billion to buy Hulu so they can have a profitable streaming service like Hulu on their books to make it look like streaming's not losing money for them, when in reality, Disney Plus is hemorrhaging hundreds of millions of dollars still because all the money they've spent for all the original content on there, and no one is watching, no one is subscribing to that. But another Disney project falls apart, this time the Tiana Disney Plus series, and can't say I was interested, can't say I'll miss it, but it's interesting to see that Disney's finally figuring out what we've said for all along about a lot of their original content. What do you guys think about this? Let us know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.